Today, shocking testimony in the Delphi murders trial. Good afternoon, I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Anne-Marie tuning in for Felicia today. We are watching 13 News at 4. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, today happens to be day 11 of the Delphi murders trial. And during testimony today, a psychologist talked about the suspect, Richard Allen, confessing to killing the two teens, Libby German and Abby Williams.
Let's get right to Bob Siegel. He has the latest from the courtroom.
Today, the state called witness number 38, the state psychologist who treated Richard Allen while he was at the Westville Correctional Facility. And what jurors heard from this witness was by far the most damning evidence they've heard about Richard Allen. Dr. Monica Walla told jurors she met almost daily with Allen, who was on suicide watch during most of his time at the state prison. And during some of those meetings, Allen gave detailed confessions about committing the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. She says on April 5th of last year, Allen told her, "I killed Abby and Libby, I'm sorry." She said during that session with the defendant, Allen became tearful and said he has been selfish and a coward all his life and that he wished he could go back and change his actions. He also said he wanted to apologize to the girls' families and give them his Bible. Then, Dr. Wallace said in her meeting notes from a session with Allen a month later, those notes reveal an even more detailed confession. She says on that day, Allen told her he went to his parents' house in the morning, bought a six-pack of beer on the way home and drank 3 of those beers. Then he bundled up, went to the trails where he saw Abby and Libby, followed them across the bridge, and then he says he did something with his gun, which he thought explained how a cartridge might have ended up at the crime scene. Then Dr. Wallace said Allen said that he told the girls to go down the hill, planned on sexually assaulting them, but then he saw a van and got scared. She said Allen then told her that he told the girls to cross the creek, cut their necks and made sure they were dead, covered their bodies with branches, then returned to his car, staying off the trail so he would not be seen. Dr. Wallace said she also heard Allen confess to the crimes during a phone call that Allen made with his wife Kathy, and that he wanted the psychologist to witness that. The focus of much of the testimony and the cross-examination is on what was Richard Allen's mental state at the time that he made those statements observed by Dr. Walla. And the defense is working hard to discredit the psychologist by pointing out her unusual behavior for a psychologist. We'll have more on that coming up on 13 News at 5. In Delphi, Bob Siegel, 13 News.
All right, Bob, thank you. And coming up at 4:30, our legal expert, Katie Jackson-Lindsay, will be joining us live in studio to talk more about these alleged confessions, the weight they carry, and how the defense is countering that testimony.
So that's coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, don't forget, every Monday through Friday night at 10 o'clock, we bring you a complete breakdown of what happens in court the day in our Delphi debrief. You can watch it on WTHR Plus, our streaming app. That is a free download. You can get it on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and also Roku.